Go over there, okay? Go over there. I'm going to go over there. I'm gonna sit here so you can be there.
Did you?
I'll sit there so you can sit over there. Jeremy, Papa, I need you not to keep talking. Sorry. Hi, guys. Can you see me? Hopefully you can. I see a couple people on. I would love to, you can type your text messages here if you would like to leave me a question on the Facebook feed. I'm not doing this by myself today, so do share your questions on the comment section. I'd be very happy to respond. And I'm having my cup of tea in the morning, which anybody knows me, it's not normal morning for everybody else, but it's morning for me still. It's been a really wonderful weekend. I've seen a lot of people coming out and walking and enjoying the weather. So it's been lovely. Feels like fall's finally here, huh? And I wonder if we're going to be able to get out and see the colors changing some more, but I'm glad it's still sunny though. It's changing some more, but I'm glad. So we'll wait for a couple more people to join and answer any questions. And if not, then I will just share some things that have been sent to me over email so people can listen to those whenever it suits them. Today's topic I will discuss is this issue of PACs and how would I approach the stadium. So the PACs have been involved in Santa Clara politics always, actually. And I want to make sure that our residents know that. I actually believe PACs should not be involved. I think it's really makes it difficult for anyone to really get to the facts directly on their own. And that noise starts to take away from the real issues that are at stake here. So I know people have been wondering what is true, what's not. So I thought you could hear from me about me. I can't speak about anybody else, but I can speak about me. Regarding the 49ers, we do need to make money off those of that asset. It's a stadium for the city, and it's managed by the stadium authority, who are the council members. I believe it's really important that the stadium authority use different tools or engagement models to fix this relationship so we can get what's due to us. And that is the primary problem regarding the 49ers, right? So if the propaganda was to be true, I wouldn't need to do these things, but I have not taken any money from the 49ers, nor am I in coordination with them, and nor would I owe them anything because I didn't ask them to get involved. That's their right by the federal laws. However, what matters is that I answer the questions that have been in your mind. First question was, did I say anything about extending the curfew? I've actually never said anything about that subject. So the fact that there's a blatant lie and the POA, the different unions are actually promoting that content should be considered defamation and illegal, since I've never even talked about that subject as such. My opinion is nothing should change unless the residents wanted it to change. But we shouldn't even be talking about a change in curfew because we don't have a working relationship. Why would I want to change a curfew? That's just silly. And there's so many things we can do during the day, which I've said many times, that we have to look at the other opportunities. We can't be so close-minded about the options of how to use the stadium. And of course, all that only comes up once we come to some terms and get what's due to us. But I would say let's look at other things other than extending the curfew. I don't think that's necessary. We should really focus on things that we can do during the day. Why not have the badminton national competition here? Why not have the cricket competition here? Why not do tennis? Why not do a badminton? Why not an Oktoberfest or Dussehra or Diwali or Lunar New Year? I mean, people spend so much money on those events. Why are we not taking advantage and considering those as options? And that's where I come back and say, we need new leaders who are willing to look outside the box and not this old politics and old way of doing things, which is that no, there's only two options that are allowed to fit in this. Why? There's so many things we can do. So I just want us to be very practical and think about why are there people making so much noise and remove that noise. Whether you believe me or not, I can't change that. But I will ask you to also tell me how you feel about the other issues that I keep bringing to light. On my website, you can see what the PDF I created, and I'll just share that PDF because I can do that being on Zoom, and I don't have to, you know, try to, create more garbage. So let me just show it to you, okay? Uh, who can share? The host. I'm the host. So what's going on here? Interesting. Apparently, it's not letting me do what I thought I could do. So I will just bring the document up for your perusal. Okay. This is the document I had sent to everybody else. And I thought, if all else, no matter what the outcome is, I've created value by sharing the facts to our residents. And I know this probably switched, but if you go to my website, you're going to see all these items listed. And I want to hear from you about what do you think about these items? These are so much bigger than just the 49ers, but it's so unbelievable that the mayor and my opponent Watanabe and others keep thinking they can distract the residents from knowing about the real issues that are facing the city. But that's the reason why they're coming after me. They're not used to having people that are more qualified than they are, and also people that have no garbage on them that they can't find to, take down. That's what new leaders should look like. We need integrity. We need credentials, and we need people to also stand up to these bullies who are swaying the conversation from the facts. And the facts are our city is already in an economic deficit, and is going to go to a financial crisis. Let me say this again: a financial crisis and a quality of life downturn if you don't make those changes. So all I can ask you is please get to know the facts yourself. Go to my website at voteharbir.com. Look up on the homepage my promise and my of campaigning with integrity, my transparency, and also my position on the noise being created about the 49ers and everything else they keep making up. I have never said anything about the curfew. I've never even spoke about changing rules. I mean, it's just blatant lies. And I just can't believe that these are the kind of people that run our city. And that makes me more scared than anything I've ever thought of, that they would create up lies. If they can do that for this election, can you imagine what they can do for other things? That's what I ask the residents to think about. So I'll come back and say this. You deserve better leaders. You deserve better ethical leaders, more capable leaders who understand long-term impacts. And don't let the noise of PACs being involved confuse you. PACs have always been involved in our city, and I wish they weren't. I wish we could change the laws that PACs aren't allowed to be involved, because in the past, nobody ever could compete with the Police Officers Association, and we so badly wanted them out because in terms of elections, but we couldn't But this is the only time that they're making noise because somebody else is coming up and putting more money than they're used to. But that doesn't say call foul. The foul is that PACs shouldn't be involved in the first place. This is a local election. Let the local residents make the decisions and let people do their research and elect the person that is most deserving. And deserving not because it's a gain, to serve. It's about service. This isn't about winning something. Somebody said to me on the other day, well, where were you before? Well, I've been around. The reason you don't know me is because you only know the incumbent. That's why they're called the incumbent, the people that you already know, that are already in power. We are not supposed to be, this is not a win to mean like I've won something that I can put a trophy uh, on my desk. This is about service. This isn't about me. This isn't about you giving me something. This is about ensuring we choose better people to create better decisions for our city. So I will leave it there on this subject, but I cannot say it any more clearly that I have not taken any money. I'm not in coordination, and I've said nothing about changing laws with the 49ers. I've said nothing about extending the curfew. That is a blatant lie. And those that have written it will be sued for doing that because that's not only illegal, it's a lie, and it's unethical to be able to send that information out to all the residents, knowing that it's an actual lie. And so they will be dealt with. But that's not what we're going to do right now. We're going to focus on running our clean campaign, and so proud of our clean campaign. And I hope the residents look into this so they know the truth and not get taken by the same dozen of members of the community who are okay with people using lies to win their game. I'm not that person. So that's it for me for now. I will see if I have any more questions. Not get taken by the same dozen of members of the community who are okay with people using lies to win their game. I'm not that person. So let's see. I just accidentally pressed my Facebook button. So let me see if I have any other questions. I do not at the moment. So what I will do is suggest that you email me. I will stay on a few more minutes, but I would like to say that I appreciate those that are standing up and fighting against misinformation. It's sad that the elections have become so dirty because, we already see this happening at the national level, and sadly, it's happening at the local level. But we can do our level best to bring truth out, keep fighting the good fight, and stand up against bullies. I don't care if they're bullies in the schoolyard. I don't care if they're bullies at the workplace. I don't care if it's bullies that are hating on people because of their identity. And I also don't care if they're bullies that are trying to bully me on Nextdoor, Facebook, whatever, because I will stand against them. I will stand against the bullies that are out there. I don't fight. I don't step down. I have fought against bullying and hate crimes and discrimination my whole life. It didn't start just today. So I will say this: I am not going anywhere, and I am not the person to get scared off by bullies because you are the reasons I serve, and bullies are the reasons I will continue to keep doing what I do, because they have to be overpowered by people like us who are willing to stand up to them. So send me more questions if you have any. I can directly respond. And more importantly than that is get the facts. Your vote is so very powerful. You are very powerful, and you have so much to offer, and your voice can be carried through your vote, and your voice is carried by responding to lies and letting them know we're not here to be duped. We are capable, we are smart, we will look at the facts, we will do our own research, and we will take down those that to try to destroy our societies with greed, power, and falsehood. So if you have any questions, please write them for me in the comment box so I can hear your questions, or I can actually read your questions, and I can respond to whatever's on your mind and share the truth with you directly. Thank you for that, Ashokji. Thanks, Gurmeet. I'm here, I'm available, and I'm willing to answer any questions you throw my way. And I feel like I should start recording everything because I don't even know if people, you know, um, believe me when I say I've not said something or I have said something. Don't know what else to do here about that. And if you have any ideas for me, guys, how you think I should counter some of this noise, let me know. I'd love to hear it. I'm going to make a couple phone calls with you on the phone, and you can see the conversations I have, okay? So I'm making a full call right now. Let's see who I get. And by the way, this is me as I am. No makeup, nothing. I said, you need to know me for who I am. My favorite outfit, very honestly, if you know me, is sweatshirt and sweatpants. I am such a Midwest girl that way. They're not home, so we'll try somebody else. Okay, next person. Who else wants to answer my phone call? Who wants to write a text message to me? Who wants to write me a question on my comment box so I can answer them? Because obviously, if people really are curious, they should ask me questions, right? Instead of just believing stuff that somebody else is saying that I have not even said. So this is your opportunity to ask me. Okay, I'm going to try another one. I'm a completely transparent person. And if anybody knows me, that is one thing you can always count on. Maybe too transparent sometimes. You would like too much information, Harbir, too much information. Okay, let's try another caller. I would like anybody to ask me a question. It doesn't have to be about just elections. Ask me anything. What's on your mind? Text me a question. Not available. Next person. Okay, maybe you don't want to see me just doing that. So what else can we talk about? Let's talk about some of my favorite moments this year. Some of my favorite moments this year have been the friendships that I've made, or strengthened, I should say, during COVID. I have been so amazed at what came out as from something so negative. Our neighbors have become like family. All the children play together. I know, even though I don't have children, my garage is where the kids feel safe because it's open, and that they're allowed to spend time together when it's too hot outside. They can sit in there in the shade, because it's aired out. But more than that is that everybody feels that there's the space behind my house, and the space behind all our 4 or 5 houses is everybody's to share. And I think that's just so special, because that just makes everybody feel like it's their community. It's not that we're just individual homes, but the space we have behind us is a shared space for all of us. And that really reminds me of what it was like when I was growing up. When I was a child, I only lived there for a couple of years, but it was utopia. And that utopia was our colony life in BHL. And it was the name of the colony, Bharat Electric. And all the kids would play outside, all the neighbors knew whose kids were whose. And anytime somebody said anything, they'd ask, hey, where's my kid? The 3 or 4 houses down. Some people said, don't worry, your kids are over here. And I used to love that. And I think that's why I've always been driven by community, because I just can never forget that feeling of security and safety and freedom and happiness. And that is something I wish we could create for everyone. But in my neighborhood, I really feel myself and our 5 of us neighbors or houses here on Rivermark have made that a feeling where we just, come out in the evening sometimes, put our feet up, and we'll just play. And then other times the kids will come over and say, Auntie, can we do this and this with the basketballs in your garage? I'm like, yeah, sure, take it. And then one time, one of the kids, the neighbors came by and my mom was here. My mom didn't know what was going on before. So he knocks on the door. He goes, hello, Grandma, is Harbir auntie here? She said, no, she's upstairs. She's busy right now. Well, it's my birthday and I'm allowed to go and play with Harbir auntie's toys. Please open the garage. And my mom's like, oh, okay. I didn't know there was such a thing. And then she asked me, did you tell that to the kids? I said, no, but probably their parents said that they're allowed to come out and this is their treat and that they don't even need to ask me because it's really about them. It's their place, it's their safe. And I mean, their safe space. And so that's the kind of stuff I totally love. I wish all the kids in our community and all the members of the community could feel so safe. There's a word, the word is hak. Hak is a word in many languages. It's a word that's used in many languages, which means it's my right. And the children, walking around like this is their right to tell my mom, open the garage door because it's my right to play because it's my birthday. And what are we supposed to say? No, but that's how it should be. And I would love to see more kids and more families feel that way with each other because they're true. That's what it means to be community. I just, gosh, I love that so much. And I wish everybody would be that way with each other. And I'm that way with each other. Some people just think I'm sometimes too serious or too goofy. I'm like, I'm one or the other. But what you see is what you get. And that's what I love when people just feel that I'm theirs and they're, whatever mine is theirs, that they can come and just ask me. And a lot of times the kids will come by and they'll just, take a book and they'll just tell me, okay, we're taking this book. And I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't know that, but thanks for letting me know because they think it's their right. Is their hak. So I love stuff like that. And I love when people come up and just, feel like I'm their own. And that's a feeling of family. And I love that feeling. And I hope others can get to feel like that all the time. Even though I know it's been hard for a lot of people during COVID, I have to say I've been quite blessed. Um, I've been feeling so blessed that what I have is not just mine, is theirs. Oh, thanks, Ankita. Yes, I see your message. Yes, your kids can vouch for that. That's so sweet. I can't believe I haven't seen them for so many months. You got to bring them by. Yeah, that's just the way I am. And I'm an open book. I am what you see is what you get with me. And I know that's not always easy for people to know straight up because they're not used to seeing that. Well, with me, it's what you see is what you get. Sometimes me and the other candidates will joke, what if we win and we actually become elected? We said, oh my God, we'll be like, the council meetings will be so much fun and so funny and interactive. We might have a house full every night because they'll be like, these guys, are they here to entertain us or are they just like this? And the truth is we're just like this. So I think it's going to be fun to have positive feelings and a house full of people coming in to share their ideas and share their thoughts, and all of us talking like a family to come up with the best ideas and best solutions that serve everyone. So that's it for me today. I think you spent some time with me. I really appreciate that. And I look forward to you messaging me with more questions, and I'm happy to answer them. And I hope that you will do your research because your vote is so powerful, and we need to make sure that good people are in office. So thank you for your time. Have a nice day and enjoy some more tea or coffee or boba tea, whatever you like. Okay, signing off.